In a significant move toward energy independence and geopolitical realignment, the Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania are set to sever their long-standing reliance on Russia for electricity grid management. This decision marks a pivotal moment in the region's efforts to distance itself from Moscow's influence, particularly in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the broader tensions between NATO and Russia. Remember to subscribe to stay updated.
You can also like this video and share your views below. For decades, the Baltic nations have been integrated into the Russian-controlled BREL, Belarus, Russia, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, electricity grid, a legacy of their Soviet past.
Despite joining NATO and the European Union in the early 2000s, these countries have remained tethered to Russia's energy infrastructure, leaving them vulnerable to potential political manipulation and energy coercion. However, after years of preparation and investment, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania are now poised to disconnect from the BREL system and synchronize their grids with the Continental European Network, CEN, by early 2026. The synchronization project, which has been in the works since 2018, represents a monumental technical and logistical challenge. It involves upgrading infrastructure, installing new transmission lines, and ensuring that the Baltic grids can operate seamlessly with the European system. The European Union has been a key supporter of this effort, providing significant funding and technical assistance to ensure the project's success. The disconnection from the Russian grid is not just a technical milestone, but also a symbolic step toward full energy independence and integration with Western Europe. The decision to cut ties with Russia's electricity grid is driven by both practical and strategic considerations. On a practical level, the Baltic states have long sought to reduce their energy dependence on Russia, particularly after Moscow's aggressive actions in Ukraine highlighted the risks of relying on Russian-controlled infrastructure. Strategically, the move aligns with NATO's broader efforts to bolster the resilience of its member states and reduce vulnerabilities to Russian influence. By integrating their grids with Europe, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania are reinforcing their commitment to Western alliances and enhancing their energy security. The disconnection process, however, is not without risks. The Baltic states must ensure a stable transition to avoid potential blackouts or disruptions in power supply. To mitigate these risks, the countries have invested in backup systems, including the construction of the Harmony Link submarine cable between Lithuania and Poland, which will provide an additional connection to the European grid. Additionally, the Baltic states have been increasing their domestic energy production, particularly through renewable sources like wind and solar, to further reduce their reliance on external suppliers. The timing of this move is also significant. As geopolitical tensions between Russia and the West continue to escalate, the Baltic states are sending a clear message that they will no longer be beholden to Moscow's energy infrastructure. This decision underscores the broader shift in the region toward greater self-reliance and alignment with European values and institutions. In conclusion, the Baltic states' decision to disconnect from the Russian electricity grid is a landmark moment in their journey toward energy independence and geopolitical realignment. By synchronizing their grids with Europe, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, are not only enhancing their energy security, but also reaffirming their commitment to Western alliances in the face of an increasingly assertive Russia. This move represents a critical step in the region's efforts to break free from its Soviet past and build a more secure and sustainable future.